Swiss banknotes look as if every value was cut with a different ruler. That is deliberate. In the current series, every note has the same height, but each higher denomination is exactly 7 millimeters longer. The main reason is simple. Different lengths make the values easier to recognize and handle, especially for people who cannot rely fully on sight. Think of the notes as a small staircase. The 10-franc note is the shortest at 123 millimeters. Then the 20, 50, 100 and 200 notes each add another 7 millimeters. The 1,000 franc note is the longest at 158 millimeters. If you line up one short edge, the difference becomes obvious. You do not need to read the printed number. You can compare the edges with your eyes or simply feel which note extends farther. This is especially useful for blind and visually impaired people. But size is not the only clue built into the notes. Along the long edges are groups of short raised lines. These are tactile marks, meaning patterns you can feel with your fingertips. The number and arrangement of the groups change with the denomination. It is like giving every note both a different length and its own small fingerprint. Together, these features provide two ways to identify the value. A person can feel the raised pattern first, then compare the length as a second check. No smartphone or electronic reader is required. But there is a popular misunderstanding. Some people say the different sizes were mainly created to stop criminals from removing the ink from a low-value note and printing a higher value on the same paper. A smaller note would certainly make that kind of crude trick easier to notice. But the Swiss National Bank describes the dimensions mainly as a matter of functionality. Notes should be easy to use and easy to distinguish. Their real protection against counterfeiting comes from a separate group of complex security features built into the material and printing. And here is a detail few people know. The previous Swiss series also used different lengths, but the jump between values was 11 millimeters. For the current series, studies showed that smaller steps would be more practical. So the gap was reduced to 7 millimeters, and every note was made 70 millimeters high. That is why Swiss banknotes are different sizes. The growing length creates a simple physical value system, while the raised lines add another clue for the fingertips. What looks like an untidy stack in your wallet is actually accessibility designed into money itself.